everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you this look I got using the Colourpop Ooh La La palette. So if you'd like to see how I did this, just keep on watching. Quick note, I am wearing a wig because I was still in the process of lifting my hair up so I could actually dye it. So you'll just be seeing me in this wig this entire video. So yeah, okay, so jumping into the tutorial now. This is the box for the Colourpop Ooh La La palette. And then the packaging is like this. It's like a plastic 9-pan palette and that's what the inside looks like. And then starting off, I went into this Dusty Rose shade, and I'm using a Wet n Wild blending brush, and I'm just running this into my crease pretty high up near my brow bone and the very inner corner, and then just kind of blowing it out when I reach the outer part of my eye. Sorry if some of this video is going to be fairly blurry. I don't know what was going on with the focus. But it kept blurring and focusing on my background more so than my face. So yeah. And this palette worked just as nicely as the Blue Moon palette and the It's My Pleasure palette that I have tutorials for up on my channel if you guys are interested in those. And then I also put that on the outer corner of my eye, making sure everything is nice and blown out. My next video is going to be my very first video that's not a voiceover. I did edit it and the sound is alright. I'm going to have to play around with some stuff and see what I could do sound-wise to get it to sound decent and not pick up too much background noise, because I do have children. And then I did run that on the outer half of my lower lash line as well, and then I went in with this very bright pink shade, taking the same brush, and I'm running that into my crease as well, just making sure it doesn't go up as high and make sure it's nice and blended in with that first shade. I also make sure to pop that on the outer corner and my lower lash line. But yeah, hopefully all my videos from now on will be non-voiceover. It's just hard because I do have 2 small children and they're pretty loud. And when they're excited, they're loud. When they're upset, they're loud. It's just like all their emotions are really heightened because they're young kids, you know. And so yeah, that's kind of been a little bit of an experience, but hopefully you guys will enjoy those videos. And then with this next part, I did speed it up because I am just doing a half cut crease look. And so it's just me applying the concealer onto the inner 2/3 of my lid. And then I make sure it's nice and blended into the outer corner by just tapping out the excess concealer onto the matte shades. But my next video is going to be my green e.l.f., my Rainbow Series green monochromatic and green e.l.f. look mixed together in the 2-in-1. Sorry, that loud-ass car just passed by. But and then the look after that is going to be a gender swap makeup tutorial that I did. And then after that, it's going to be my monochromatic blue and blue e.l.f. look. And then I really didn't want to add too much shimmer to this look, so I just used a face powder that was close to my skin tone to set this afterward. But yeah, I'm also super excited to start my series. It's going blurry right here again. I'm so sorry about that. But I'm excited to start my Halloween looks. September 15th is when I'm going to start filming them. The first tutorial will be posted on the 17th of September, I believe. And then it'll be 3 times a week all the way through the end of October. And then just going back in with that bright pink shade, I'm just making sure that it's nice and blended in with the more matte skin tone color of my concealer and the powder. And then to deepen up the outer corner just a little itty bitty bit, I went in with this like kind of burgundy maroon shade and just slowly built that up on the outer corner of my eye. Because I didn't want it to be too dark of a look. I still wanted the pink to really be the true shining star. But yeah, so you just see me keep building it up here. And then I am going to be taking a very small, I think I just used a paintbrush for this, to be honest. And then I'm just wiggling that bright pink color. I'm pretty sure I used that bright pink color again. And I'm just placing that where the concealer meets the shadows in my crease, just to give that a little bit more definition and have the line look a little more crisp. But yes, please give me feedback on my next 3 videos at least, or 3 or 4 videos or so. If you like me doing non-voiceovers better, or if you like the voiceovers more, just, be sure to tell me what you guys prefer. And I also put some of that darker shade on my lower lash line as well on the very outer third. And then I went, nope, it's just the same color again. I think I'm just making sure everything is nice and blended in here. And then I did go into this slightly purple toned shade, and then I did use a very light hand and brushed it right up against my lower lash line on my bottom lash line, just because I wanted it to be a slightly different, so it's not quite so bright pink, if that makes any sense. It added like a bit of purple toned, and I really like that. And then I went into this shimmery like pink shade, and sorry, it's out of focus again. And then I'm just using a flat shadow brush, and I'm running that on the inner 2/3 of my lower lash line. And yeah, it's out of focus here too, it looks like. I am so sorry about that. Please forgive me. My kids are going to be going to school soon, so that's interesting. It's going to be September 3rd. This is going to be my first year for my daughter to be going to school. She has 4K. And then I went into the Essence Volume Stylist Mascara and I coated my top lashes. I don't think I did my bottom. But then, yeah, she's going to be having only half days, I believe 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday. So from 12 to 3, which is the weirdest thing because when my son had 4K, it was twice a week for full days. So I don't know why they switched it up, but it seems like, I don't know if this is going to be a good thing or a bad thing. But then I went into this e.l.f. Bronzer and Blush Cream Palette. I can't remember the name of this, but I did take the bronzing shade first. I'm using the Royal and Langnickel Moto Pro Chisel Brush, and I'm just applying this to where I would normally contour. And it does end up looking pretty harsh because afterwards I do put a flesh toned powder over all of it, which helps to dull down the harshness of these colors. But it is pretty harsh once I first applied it. And you can see I'm like kind of looking in the mirror. I'm like, oh god, is that too much? I don't know. And then I did use that on my jawline as well. And then I decided to just use the same blush from that palette because why not? I mean, I had the little palette there in my hand anyway. And so I just used a stippling brush, and I picked that up with that, and then I just started to stipple that on my cheeks because I didn't want to do too many swirly motions because I didn't know if it was going to lift up any of my foundation underneath. But yeah, I did end up going pretty heavy-handed on the blush, but I do that anyways. At least I have been for the last few months. And I forgot how much I actually loved these two colors of like these two products together with each other because after I set it and everything, it was a lot less harsh and looked nice and like almost skin-like, and I just loved how it looked for most of the day. And then I did just take a little bit of that same blush and I do swirl it on the tip of my nose as well because I wanted to kind of tie it in with my wig as well. And then I went to the Cover FX, these are like the glitter drops. I can't remember the shade name of this, but it's their gold one. And I'm just using my finger and I'm tapping some of that onto the high points of my cheekbones, onto my cupid's bow, onto the tip of my nose and the bridge of my nose. And I'm sorry if you're hearing a lot of cars passing as well. I'm out on my porch doing this, and I just did not feel motivated enough to close all of the windows because we have 8 windows out here. And when cars pass, it is slightly loud. Forgot to mention too that this wig is from a brand called Pro Beauty. I actually am not sure if they still sell it or not. I'm pretty sure they do. It's on Amazon if you're interested. And then I decided I wanted to do a blurred lip look, so I just took a little bit of my concealer and I kind of put it on 4 spots on the outer edges of my lips. And then going in with a cotton swab, I just kind of blend that out so it fades into my foundation, but then kind of blurs out the edges of my actual lips. And then I'm going to go, oh my goodness, it's like 4 products in this video that I can't remember the specific names of. But I went into the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick. This is like a nice bright coral shade. I did get this in a BoxyCharm a few months back, I believe. Sorry, this is out of focus once again. But I'm just placing that on the inner portions of my lips. And first I'm rubbing that in between my lips so that it transfers to the top. And then using a Q-tip once more, I'm just blending out the edges. I do go in with more of the lipstick after I blend out the edges the first time to build up the intensity of the color on the inner parts of my lips. And then go back and forth with blending until I feel like it looks like how I wanted it to. I do realize that this look is slightly monochromatic. It was not intentional, but I am doing a monochromatic series right now, so we'll just say it's like an added extra bonus, like a pink monochromatic look. I don't know. But yeah, that is pretty much the end of this video, so if you like it, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you aren't already, or if you want to subscribe, that is. And I will see you in my next one.